Your brother is involved in something dangerous that, Archangel Michael says, don't be calm right now. There is something happening that your spirit already feels, even if your mind hasn't caught up. A storm is forming behind your back, and the name at the center of it is someone you grew up trusting. You didn't notice the signs at first because it was hidden well. He spoke softly, smiled often, and never let the mask slip when you were around. But behind closed doors, deals are being made and promises are being exchanged that have nothing to do with peace or protection. This isn't just about money or mistakes. What your brother has entered is something dangerous, something sealed in silence, something being observed from higher realms. The danger is not coming, it has already started circling. Someone warned him before, but he didn't listen. The people he's connected with now aren't like others. They are skilled in keeping secrets, but they made a mistake. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, heaven has been tracking every step and the truth is about to explode. But it's not meant to destroy you, it's meant to wake you up. You were not supposed to find out like this, but time is thinning and your awareness must rise fast. This started weeks ago when a meeting was set up late at night. He left without telling anyone where he was going. But from that moment, something changed in his eyes when he returned. A woman was involved in that meeting. She was the one who introduced him to the deeper levels of this trap. And now, she's the one who keeps him bound in a way he doesn't even understand. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You may have noticed his behavior shift, his silences, his temper, or how he avoids your gaze. That's because guilt is starting to grow within him. He thought he could manage it, but the consequences are climbing faster than he expected. He's involved with a group who use silence as their strongest weapon. They don't threaten loudly, they wait, and they trap. And now, he's trying to keep this from reaching you because he knows it will break your heart. What they offered him looked like power. But what they demanded in return was loyalty to things that oppose everything your family once stood for. And they've used his fear as a leash. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There's a place he visits secretly. Somewhere you've never been invited. That location holds the evidence of the entire situation, but getting close to it means stepping into what he's tried to shield you from. One of the men he met there has a file with your name in it. Yes, yours. Because even though you're innocent in this, you are a key to something they're planning. They've been monitoring your home, watching who you speak to, reading into your movements, and trying to predict when you'll be alone. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They aren't after your brother alone anymore. They believe he'll protect you, and that makes you a target of suspicion. If he talks, they fear you might talk too. The woman who drew him into this first met him in a quiet place. She acted like she was in need, like she was harmless. But she's the messenger for someone far more dangerous, and she pulled him into a vow that now owns his nights. Every time he receives a message, he deletes it quickly. He tells you it's nothing, but inside it's eating him. His soul is aching, and he doesn't know how to ask for your help without crumbling. Type Amen to get blessing 121. You may notice small signs: money missing, tension during calls, meetings he can't explain. These are not random. These are breadcrumbs being dropped by someone who doesn't know how to ask for saving. A man from the group came near your house 2 days ago. He parked at a distance, stayed for a while, and left when he saw lights come on. He wanted to see if you were alert or unaware. A man from the group came near your house 2 days ago. He parked at a distance, stayed for a while, and left when he saw lights come on. He wanted to see if you were alert or unaware. Your brother knows they're watching you, and he's terrified you'll become part of the punishment. He's stuck, and the only way out is through exposure, but exposure could ruin everything. Type Amen to get blessing 565. There's someone else in the family who suspects it, too. They're staying silent because they think it's better not to stir waters. But what they don't realize is, the water is already poisoned. Soon, a phone call will come, and your name will be brought up. When it does, stay calm but don't ignore it. It will carry the first echo of what your brother never meant for you to hear. The people involved have access to legal professionals. Type Amen to get blessing 818. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. A document with his signature is about to be used for something that was never meant to involve your family. But his weakness allowed them in. They used kindness as a doorway, but behind it was manipulation. He hasn't slept properly for nights. You might think it's stress, but it's not just that. It's the fear of you finding out and turning away from him forever. He thought he was protecting you by keeping you out. But what he doesn't see is that the longer he hides it, the more danger creeps into your life. And the less time you have to intervene. Type Amen to get blessing 646. He will try to leave soon, perhaps for a trip. But that trip is to meet someone to finalize a decision. If it happens, it will be hard to reverse. You will hear strange names being mentioned around him. Those names are not friends. They are identifiers of roles in this secret plan. Your dreams may have started shifting, feeling darker, heavier, full of warnings. That's not your mind playing games. That's your inner spirit screaming for your attention. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Archangel Michael says, he's trying to protect you in the wrong way. Silence is not safety. The truth must be pulled out and faced. A family elder is watching quietly, knowing more than they admit. But fear keeps their mouth shut. They've seen this pattern once before, long ago. The group your brother is tied to operates from the shadows. But soon, their influence will start becoming visible. Signs, symbols, gestures, they're hiding in plain sight. Type Amen to get blessing 111. If you dig through a certain drawer or device, you might find proof. Don't hesitate when your intuition guides you. There will be one message left unsent that holds the real story. Someone close to him is trying to convince him to walk away. But his guilt tells him it's too late. He needs a reason to believe someone still sees the good in him. You are that reason. You are the anchor that can stop this destruction before it spills further. But time is running thinner by the hour. Type Amen to get blessing 989. There will be a strange number that texts your phone soon. It might look like spam, but don't delete it right away. That message carries more than it seems. There's a woman watching your social media. Her profile is quiet, faceless, empty, but she's tracking everything. Her job is to document your digital habits. All of this has been in motion while you lived unaware. But awareness is rising, and Archangel Michael is standing at the edge of it all, holding back what could devour your peace. Type Amen to get blessing 292. The man who leads the group your brother joined knows your name. Not just your name, your face, your voice, your past. He's preparing something that can be avoided only if you act. You have divine protection. But even divine protection needs your will to awaken. This is the hour to rise. There's an old photo your brother kept hidden. In it is the woman who began this. Her name has changed, but the energy is the same. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You'll find she's connected to someone you once considered a friend. Type Amen to get blessing 444. He will soon leave a hint for you. It might be a note, or a whisper, or a pause too long during a conversation. Catch it, hold it, follow it. You are not reading this by chance. This message is a spiritual alarm. One sent through heavenly realms directly to your soul. Archangel Michael says, don't look away now. The moment of intervention is here. Stand firm, because your courage will shake what they tried to seal. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You may receive an envelope with no return address soon. If it arrives, do not open it where others can see. Inside could be photos, recordings, or something meant to intimidate or manipulate you into silence. Someone has seen you as the key to ending this dark arrangement. That's why they're watching, not because they fear you, but because they know you could break the chain if you speak. They are afraid of truth and light, and you carry both. You are not alone in this. A divine force surrounds you now, stronger than you've ever imagined. Even in silence, your spirit is being guided toward exactly what you must do next. Type Amen to get blessing 676. Your brother will try to confess in a way that doesn't sound like a confession. He might make a joke or mention something by accident. But don't overlook it. That is the soft cry for rescue wrapped in careful words. He's caught between shame and survival. They've told him he can't get out. But heaven says otherwise, because divine light is not afraid of the dark, no matter how deep. Archangel Michael says, your family's name will not be ruined. But what is hidden must come to the surface before that redemption begins. This is not a warning meant to scare you, it is a preparation for you to rise. Type Amen to get blessing 828. the one who pulled your brother into this darkness is not finished. She believes he is her pawn now. But what she doesn't understand is that his connection to you is stronger than her manipulation. When he sees you stay strong, something inside him will start to shift. That's when the ties will begin to loosen. That's when his loyalty to destruction will collapse. This woman knows your face. She's seen your photo. She's trying to read you like a book, but what she doesn't see is that you're the chapter she cannot understand or predict. Type Amen to get blessing 919, a date is set, something they're planning in silence. You'll hear of it in fragments. But your instincts will tell you the truth. Do not ignore that feeling in your chest. They want your brother to participate in something irreversible. But he hasn't said yes yet. That hesitation is your window. He believes he's running out of choices. But what he hasn't realized is, when you step in, he'll remember his strength. That's what they fear. Type Amen to get blessing 515. They're trying to get him to sign a second document. That paper will tie him down deeper than he already is. If that happens, it will be harder to break the chain. There's someone else who was caught by this group before. That person barely escaped, but they carry scars. You may meet them soon. They will recognize what your family is going through before you even explain. You were chosen to read this because heaven knows you won't stay quiet. You were meant to act. You were meant to protect the innocent, even if the innocent made mistakes. Type Amen to get blessing 777. A package may arrive in your brother's name, but it's not what it claims to be. Look for strange markings, or initials that don't belong. It's a decoy. Inside might be tracking devices, false agreements, or items meant to pull him deeper into loyalty. But the moment you intercept one of these, you shift the entire outcome. Heaven has placed a shield around your home. But even shields require you to stay alert and aware. This is not the time to sit silently. Type Amen to get blessing 227. Type Amen to get blessing 227. Your voice is your sword. And it will cut through every lie that has tangled around your brother. You will see truth come to light in ways that seem impossible, but they are not. A day is coming when he'll fall to his knees, broken by guilt. That's the moment you must not abandon him. That's the moment to remind him who he really is. This whole situation was designed to isolate him. But heaven designed you to be the interruption. You are the divine interference in their evil plot. Type Amen to get blessing 303. There will be attempts to silence you through distraction, gifts, compliments, sudden contact from people you haven't spoken to in years. Look deeper. Their timing is not accidental. One of the names they will use is a name you trusted once. But it has changed sides. And their role now is to monitor you and feed back information, but their influence is weak against your discernment. You've already felt the shift. You've already begun seeing through the false smiles. Type Amen to get blessing 585. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, be not shaken by sudden chaos. That chaos is often the doorway to spiritual awakening. Your path is clear, even if theirs is twisted. You were never supposed to be the victim in this story. You were born to be the light that reveals hidden hands. And that light is growing even now. Soon, you may feel drawn to go somewhere you haven't visited in a while, a place tied to your childhood. Follow that pull. You'll find a clue there, maybe even something your brother left behind for you to find. Type Amen to get blessing 808. The woman who began this watches you with envy. She sees your clarity and hates it. But she can't block it, no matter how hard she tries. A moment of confrontation may come. If it does, you won't need to shout. Your presence alone will shake her. Because your soul carries truth, and truth always terrifies the deceivers, you may feel emotions rising, anger, sorrow, even betrayal. Let them come. But don't let them stop you. Let them sharpen you. Type Amen to get blessing 212. You were not sent here to break. You were sent here to break cycles. This situation is generational, and heaven is using you as the point of healing. What was hidden for years will be exposed through you. If your brother knew the weight this placed on your heart, he'd collapse in tears. But the day is coming when he will. And you will be the hand that lifts him from the floor. There is a plan trying to destroy your family's future, but your strength will burn through it like fire. Your voice will scatter the shadows. Your love will rebuild what darkness tried to bury. Type Amen to get blessing 474. They didn't expect you to read this message. They didn't expect you to care enough. But here you are, proving to heaven that you are awake and chosen. When you speak to your brother next, listen between the words. Look at his body language. You'll see the cracks in his armor. Heaven is about to move through you. You'll know exactly when to act. Trust the timing. It will be perfect. Type Amen to get blessing 191. A friend may approach you with concerns about him. Don't dismiss it. That's heaven sending help in disguise. Accept it. He may try to push you away when you get close to the truth. That's fear. Don't let it win. Remind him, blood and love still matter. This is not just a battle for your brother's soul. This is a battle for your family's name, legacy, and peace. And you are the warrior who will protect them. Type Amen to get blessing 74. Heaven has already sent signs, and more are on the way. Pay attention to objects falling, clocks stopping, or lights flickering without reason. These are not coincidences, they are divine alerts coded in physical form. There's a specific night approaching. On this night, your brother will stay out longer than usual. You must not sleep early that evening, because a key moment is unfolding behind the scenes. Someone from the group is planning to use him for a delivery. But it's not what it sounds like, it's a test. A final act that, if completed, will tie him in forever. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, you still have time. But that window is shrinking. Every passing moment adds pressure to both your path and his fate. Heaven knows you feel tired. You've carried burdens that weren't yours. But now your strength will be refueled, because you are stepping into divine duty. There's a box hidden, likely in his room, or somewhere nearby. He thinks it's safe, but its energy is already leaking. And it contains the object connected to his mistake. When you find it, don't panic. Handle it with purpose. Let your intuition guide your next move. Type Amen to get blessing 626. Your spiritual gift is not just sensing danger, it's the ability to speak light into any dark space. That's why they fear you waking up fully. Because once you do, their cover shatters. You'll soon remember a conversation from months ago that suddenly makes perfect sense now. A name will resurface in your memory, and you'll realize it's connected to this plot. You've been given this awareness to prevent a tragedy. This is not about punishment. It's about redirection and reclamation. Type Amen to get blessing 454. Type Amen to get blessing 454. Your brother still loves you deeply. Even if he's distant, even if he avoids your questions. That love is what makes him hesitate every time they try to pull him deeper. They are trying to convince him that loyalty to their cause is stronger than blood. But deep down, he knows it's a lie. And your presence reminds him of the truth he's running from. Your eyes have always seen more than others. That gift is not a burden, it's a calling. And now, it's time to use it. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You might be guided to write something down soon. Don't question it. A message may come through your hand that helps you break through his wall. Music, smells, and repeated numbers will increase around you. These are not random. They are divine codes awakening your senses, preparing you for action. You were born for such a time as this. Not to run, but to rise. Not to fear, but to shine so brightly that deception can no longer hide. Type Amen to get blessing 606. There is a younger voice involved now. Someone who looks up to your brother. That person is in danger too, because they're being influenced quietly, invisibly. The darkness never stops at one person. It spreads through relationships. But heaven has seen this and will not allow the chain to grow if you step forward now. A phone call is coming. Someone will pretend it's just small talk. But their tone will slip, and you'll hear the truth hidden beneath their words. Type Amen to get blessing 383. A document will go missing. You'll hear someone in the family mention confusion over where it went. That's part of the manipulation, an attempt to cover tracks before questions arise. But heaven is always 10 steps ahead. What they try to hide will be revealed to you in the right moment. You'll be led straight to what they buried. Your strength is making waves in realms beyond what you can see. Archangel Michael stands near, clearing paths, softening hearts, preparing confrontations. Type Amen to get blessing 939. Don't ignore dreams now. Your dreams are becoming divine visions. Watch what symbols repeat, and listen for names whispered before you wake. One night soon, you'll feel the urge to speak aloud in your room. Follow it. That is your spirit aligning with heavenly intervention. Your brother's pain is growing louder inside him. He wants someone to notice, but doesn't know how to ask. You are the one he silently hopes will step in. Type Amen to get blessing 575. Archangel Michael says, when the moment comes, don't hesitate. Speak with the power placed within you. Your words will not return empty. The chains they used on him are spiritual, but spiritual chains are no match for a soul awakened in truth. You are not fighting alone, you are fighting with heaven behind you. Someone from their group will try to change their image soon. They will pretend to be kind, even helpful. But their words will contradict their eyes. Watch the eyes. They reveal more than words ever could. Type Amen to get blessing 141. There's a name being whispered around your family, a name tied to a promise made in secret. That name is key. Remember it, because it will unlock a layer your brother doesn't know you've discovered. You are protected. But protection is not just a shield, it is empowerment. Heaven will empower your voice, your presence, your boldness. One of the people pulling strings from the shadows is about to fall into their own trap. What they intended for harm will reverse. And you'll witness it. Type Amen to get blessing 83. When that happens, be silent. Let heaven handle the fall. Your only job is to protect your own and speak truth where it's needed most. Someone else may try to convince you that you're overreacting. Don't let them shrink your fire. They don't see what you see, and they haven't heard what your spirit has been screaming. This is no longer just about your brother, it's about your whole bloodline. You are the interruption to a pattern that's been cycling for generations. Type Amen to get blessing 303. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. A family heirloom holds energy. You'll be drawn to touch it again soon. When you do, listen closely. It will awaken something in you, and you'll know exactly what your next move is. Do not share everything with everyone. This is not a public battle, it's a divine mission. And it requires sacred silence until the right moment. Heaven is aligning everything behind the scenes. Even people you didn't expect will soon step forward to assist you in small, meaningful ways. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You'll hear thunder without rain. That's a sign. Spiritual warfare is breaking out, and your prayers are causing fractures in the false structures. This is why your light has felt under attack. They knew what was coming. They saw your soul rise before you even spoke a word. They underestimated you. But heaven didn't. Heaven chose you long before this ever began. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Your brother is not too far gone. His spirit still remembers who he truly is. All he needs is for someone he trusts to hold the mirror up again. You are that mirror. You are that reminder. And now is your moment to become it fully. More is coming, more signs, more shaking, more spiritual exposure. Stay grounded. Stay bold. And never let fear take the lead. Type Amen to get blessing 181.